Our next student speaker is Michelle Williams. Growing up in Brazil and then graduating from high school in Guyana in South America, Michelle Williams moved to New York City before she and her husband finally landed in Michigan. With two small children, Michelle spent the last 2 years as a full-time student, mother, and employee working the night shift as a nurse assistant unit clerk. Michelle graduates today with highest honors, receiving an associate in science degree, along with her 23-year-old son, Keegan. Michelle received the Richie and Karen Barnes Family Scholarship and the Winner's Circle Scholarship and was an honoree on the Michigan All-Academic Team. She participated in Phi Theta Kappa, Student Support Services, and served as a tutor in the math lab. In the fall, she will be attending the University of Michigan to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in biochemistry, and then plans to stay in Michigan to attend medical school to study family medicine. Please welcome Michelle.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison. Faculty, administration, board of directors, fellow graduates, friends and family. I am humbled by this opportunity that I never imagined was possible when I started at Lake Michigan College 2 years ago. I am honored to share my story as a first-generation college graduate, an immigrant, and a non-traditional student. Today is a significant and empowering day for those of us graduating. We all have different stories that brought us here, but each of us has had the audacity to pursue a higher education. We persevered, put in a lot of hard work, sacrificed, and effectively cleared life's inevitable hurdles. Thank you, Lake Michigan College, for making a college education possible and affordable. Thank you for creating an environment that enhances our knowledge, embraces our differences, and provides a rigorous curriculum that prepare us for the future. We now have a better handle on life in the real world, either as working adults or as transfer and postgraduate students. In 2010, I started here as a full-time student, and at the time, I was mom to a 21-year, and he's graduating here today, a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. I worked the night shift full-time at Lakeland Hospital, and I did volunteer work. I had a full plate. Too full, I thought, some days, especially the ones I came straight to an exam after working the night shift, or completed a homework assignment while waiting in a doctor's office with one of my kids. But my life has always been non-traditional. I was born in Brazil, and since I was 4 years old, my grandmother was both my mom and my dad. My young mother had left me with my grandmother in Guyana, a small English-speaking neighbor to Brazil, and that was my home until I migrated to the US more than a decade ago. I knew my dad for the first time when I was 18 years old because he wasn't around when I was younger. But he and I have since established a great relationship, and in fact today, he's one of my biggest cheerleaders. My grandmother never graduated high school, but it never stopped her from pursuing her dreams. She worked on them as hard as she could every single day. The year I turned 7, she achieved her dream of successfully starting her own child care center because she loved children. My grandmother had an incredible work ethic. She never believed in giving up. She never believed it was too late to pursue your dream. And most of all, she believed that whatever you set out to do, you should always give it your best, win or lose. Those were the 3 qualities she considered fundamental to any success story. She's been gone for almost 3 years, but I live my life each day putting my best foot forward. And honestly, sometimes it's hard. I know firsthand that forcing yourself not to quit is really quite difficult, especially when the odds seem stacked against you. My family, professors, student support services, employers, and friends all demonstrated unwavering support that made it possible for me to get here. Thanks to my husband, who exhibited immense patience and understanding on the days I was short-tempered, tearful, or confused. The professors who spent endless time teaching, answering questions, however simple, and even helping outside of class. A huge thank you for your enormous dedication, patience, and commitment. I really don't know how you do it. In fact, you truly are the unsung heroes here today. To Student Support Services, I am most grateful for your help, whether it was to loan a book or just to offer the corner of an office for me to nap between classes due to my crazy sleep-deprived schedule. To the MATLAB staff where I did work study, and to all the other staff at the college, everyone has always been so helpful and encouraging. It has truly been a worthwhile 2 years for me. I leave here today to pursue my dream of being a family doctor at a time in my life when a lot of people think I should take a shorter journey. But I believe it's not too late, and I intend to give it my very best. So I encourage each of you, whatever the path you've chosen, giving it your best is what matters. Whatever your goal that you've set for yourself, you should use Lake Michigan College as the wind in your sail and rise as high as you can. There will always be challenges, even if you've lost everything. What truly dictates success is the comeback, the ability to overcome the struggles. I really love Facebook. And recently, I read a truly great inspirational message by author Ralph Marston. He wrote that the best opportunities require effort, commitment, and persistence. So although it feels like it hurts to reach your goals, keep at it for as long as is necessary to get to where you want to be. Former Green Bay Packers football coach Vince Lombardi was before my time, but there's something he said that holds true today. The price of success is the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Therefore, look at today as the start of your second half of play. Go out and give your absolute best to the game, win or lose, because that's what makes a great play. And that's what I intend to do at my next stop, the University of Michigan. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle. You know, we select our student speakers in a competition, and I think clearly both Samantha and Michelle have demonstrated their ability to do well. Let's give them both a round of applause.